Finn versus History. I'm with Horatio Gould. This is the final part in our 4-parter on feudal Japan.
Yeah, our romp through feudal Japan.
Our romp through possibly the best attitude to suicide I've encountered so far.
I was just thinking about seppuku and whether if I committed seppuku, though you do it, is powerful and honourable in this context. And now we've lived in this world for a while. I now see it as honourable.
Yes.
I can understand it.
Yeah.
I wonder if the idea of it I'd like, but as soon as it goes in, I'd lose all my aura.
Yes.
Because you've just disemboweled yourself. So it'd be like, you know what? I'm going to take my own fucking life. Oh, no.
But then you have to move it across. Yeah.
Because you can't, once you're there,
the whole point, no, but you're coming at this from you're coming at from a Western mindset.
Right.
Rather than the sound, the
Judeo-Christian sort of,
It's just one long Japanese noise, isn't
But they're
it?
just doing that anyway.
That's what I mean.
Everyone's saying that anyway.
That's them.
A guy who just walked in from the outside, you can hear him just going, and then he sees and he stops. Oh,
that's him. That's him waiting for a bus.
and the guy with what about the guy with the speech impediment?
Well, that's what he's doing as he spooks himself.
Everyone's like, oh my god, his lisp is awful.
Who's this guy? This Japanese guy with a lisp. Anyway, if you've not listened to the start of this series, you might have to catch some of this. And even if you have, that might not
what are you
make
doing?
sense.
Getting part 4.
Yeah, come on.
The start of the
Fucking
beginning.
walk into the building on the ground floor, you idiots. Anyway, so we're into the Edo period in Japan.
Yeah.
There is peace in Japan.
Long peace, 250 years of peace,
250 years.
which means that for once they've stopped slashing each other, chopping each other's heads off, chopping their own heads off.
They are still chopping their own heads off.
Sorry,
They are
still
chopping their heads off.
And now, as when war isn't happening, you could prostitution and theatre flourishes. Yeah.
And so how is this system so robust? Well, Tokugawa Iemitsu.
Yeah.
What does he emit?
Sue.
He's the third Tokugawa shogun.
I wonder if they ever say that.
He emit poo.
It's always an easy. If I do a poo joke, it's a guaranteed laugh from a fit. That's one of the most endearing traits you have.
Me and my dad.
You can't.
Our love language is farting. My dad played me Blazing Saddles when I was about 12.
You can't believe it. Anytime there's a poo or fart joke, Finn cannot believe he's like pig and shit.
I just love farting. It's so funny. It's so funny because Charlie likes farting as well.
Yeah, why is it funny? I have thought about this.
Oh, it's so funny.
It's easily why it makes a sort of toot noise. It smells of shit and it comes out your ass. It's brilliant.
Win. Ding ding ding. Funny.
Yeah, but is it the fact that you can't control?
You're making a trumpet noise out your ass,
but you
and
can't
it
control.
Stinks of shit.
You're livid about it though. If you fart, you're livid.
Livid.
You're livid. You do a fart and then you have to go and stare out the window.
I'm furious.
You would actually. You would.
I got a speech impediment.
Japanese speech. Yeah.
It makes sense.
It doesn't make sense at all. I think we've lost
It's the usual journalistic integrity that this podcast has.
Right, come on. Tokugawa.
What are you laughing at? The poo. See, look.
I'm laughing.
You can't believe it.
That you would call it Tokugawa Iemitsu poo.
It's the purest, sweetest thing about Finn.
It's not. It's so stupid. What have you made that noise now?
Read that.
Oh.
Read that out loud, Finn.
Well, no official organisation recognises bodily function world records. Bernard Clements.
Now that's a name. Bernard Clements.
That's a Japanese name. That's a
Japanese peasant.
That's what the peasants are called.
Is that fucking, was it Nigel Boulevard? What's his name?
Ian.
No, Gordon Crescent.
Gordon Crescent, Ian Boulevard, and Brenton Clements.
If anyone's just joined now, you've got absolutely no idea what's going on. Yeah. Bernard Clements of London is frequently cited for the world's longest recorded fart.
Frequently cited?
Cited in academic documents. The footnote, I'd like to footnote Bernard Clements' record-breaking farts.
What's your citation on that?
Reportedly lasting 2 minutes and 42 seconds. However, other unverified claims exist.
Surprised me.
Including one for 2 minutes and 58 seconds by a person known as Mr. Charlie. And some sources also attribute the 2 minutes 42-second record to Mr. Methane.
Right, now Mr. Methane,
I've heard of Mr. Methane.
This is a misnomer. Mr. Methane, he's on the circuit, right?
Yeah.
He's a fellow UK
I don't know
comedian.
why you're pointing at me like he's on my circuit. You're on the fart circuit. There's a black circuit and the fart circuit.
Okay, so I do want to draw a distinction. Mr. Methane is a professional flatulentist, right?
Yes.
Flatulentist?
Flatulentist. We've talked about that, haven't we?
Yeah.
Because there's Roland the Farter.
But Roland the Farter is a long line of British flatulentists. But the thing about him is he's trained his arse to make the noise, but it's not real farts. So it won't smell of poo. It is, it's like
doing that.
Yeah, it's like doing that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can... I would stick with Bernard Clemens because Mr. Methane is cooking the books.
Right, okay.
But that guy's trained his bum to make a different sound to a normal fart, right?
Well, it sounds
So
like
let's return. So just back to my original question.
Yeah, sorry, of
how
course.
hard can you customize your
Yeah,
farts?
this is question time.
When you say original question, was that from part 1? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Fucking
I'm
hell.
still wondering.
Right.
Like, could you make it sort of talk or what?
No. Anyway, so Tokugawa Iemitsu Poo, the third shogun.
May I just say, all of these long farts are all British. The top three.
Well, thank God.
Yeah, thank God. That's something that...
Because you've also got to get Ethel Caterham
Caterham.
to the top of the charts
It'd
for
be
oldest
interesting
woman.
if she also has this record as well.
The oldest woman with the longest fart. Now that's like holding that's like the majors. You win all 4 majors.
Well, you get a Grand Slam.
Yeah, that's a Grand Slam. If you get oldest living person and longest fart, that's like holding the US Open and Wimbledon and the Australian. Yeah. Anyway, one can but dream. When did Bernard Clemens die? That's the real question. How old was he?
And what did he die of?
Holding in a fart, probably. Tokugawa Iemitsu, the third shogun. He's the one that formalizes this system called Sankin Kotai, alternative attendance.
Right.
And this means that if you're one of his mates, one of his little boys, daimyo, whatever, you have to alternate living in your region, your constituency, and then the capital.
This is
year on, year off. But your family is in Edo, so essentially they're hostages.
It's similar to the MPs.
Well, yeah, but except if we made MPs their families live in London.
And Keir Starmer owns all the MPs' families as sort of ransom.
I guess so. I guess that's what's implied.
So he's just got them.
He's got them there.
Right.
And so if Andy Burnham's kicking off, Starmer's like, your wife and kids are here.
Yeah.
So get back into line.
Yeah.
And this prevents the daimyo from building independent power bases and ensures a sort of constant financial strength. They're always having to travel. And they've got to
it's like an expensive
upkeep 2 houses.
Yeah.
And this stimulates commerce and infrastructure because people are moving around. They build like 5 roads, which is a lot of roads, I guess, at this time.
Doesn't sound that many.
Blah, blah, blah. Money, people are circulating. The economy starts to boom. And
just from forced commutes.
I guess so.
Has built a whole economy. That's interesting.
But it locks them into dependence on Edo, which weakens their autonomy and starts to integrate Japan into
make it more centralized, and that's why
Tokyo's
the thriving metropolis it is today.
Yes, where everyone. I mean, now people still do commit suicide a lot in Japan nowadays, don't they?
Japan's suicide forest. You know
well,
about this?
Yes, yeah, I do.
Logan Paul obviously got cancelled for filming. Someone was in there, but they just go there, and it's like a more holy place to die, and then they'll kill themselves in the forest. And I think it's just a much more socially acceptable. And there's also a lot of people are much more on their own in Japan.
Yes.
So I guess it's just like it's easy to kill yourself if no one cares.
But also there's a as we were saying throughout this series, the religious ethical foundation of their code is that life is transient and like sort of more disposable than us in Western cultures.
Where you're put so much as the individual.
Shinto is
you're in God's image. Sanctuary.
Whereas this is Shinto is about nature. It's an animist religion. You're part of a system, so you can die and it doesn't really affect anything. Your reputation means more than your life.
Yes.
So killing yourself through ritual disembowelment, is brilliant.
Yeah.
Whereas over here we're like, what a waste. What a waste.
Yeah.
Just have a Rennie.
Well, there used to be I think we've now, because of mental health, we've got much more acceptable of suicide. But Victorian attitude to suicide, you'd be picketed if you were suicide. Like at a funeral, people would, it's an absolute disgrace for you.
Did you say that we're much more okay with suicide now because of mental health?
Yeah.
Surely we're the opposite.
No, we're much more he was going through something.
Oh, right.
Isn't it such a tragedy?
Yeah.
Whereas Victorians would be like, it's a sin, you know, it's a shame on the family.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the worst thing you can
Whereas
do.
here it's like,
Brilliant.
God,
Wow.
what a beautiful family. They've all killed themselves.
You know, like idealised version of family on the back of like a Cheerio.
Yeah.
You know, that family. They're always
Hovis
like,
advert.
yeah, like the
They're
perfect.
all dead.
Yeah, but the Japanese version is just like the perfect family.
They're all yeah. Anyway, where are we? Yes, we get to Sakoku, which is the closed country policy.
Right.
Which
and
is
when's this?
This is sort of the whole period. So the 1630s.
Right.
Should we place this? You haven't placed it. Should we place 1630s?
Right. So 1630s. It is after Henry VIII dies of gout and then drips through his coffin and his dogs eat him. Do you know that?
No.
That's what happened. He was so fat and he was kept in a coffin that his body like exploded in a gaseous sort of funk.
Like a whale?
And then
on a beach?
And then it like dripped down through the coffin and his dogs ate a lot of him.
Wow. Where do they find that out?
Wikipedia, maybe?
Is that... Fuck, I didn't know that. You
They
haven't
had
done
that
at
around
school?
back then. I think I did learn that at school.
Well, so you know how like when there's a whale on the beach, they have to like pop it?
No, Henry VIII's dogs did not eat him. This is a piece of folklore and a prophecy from... Right, fair enough. Well, that's ruined.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Don't look things up.
We
Anyway,
don't have to include that. We don't have to include that.
It's after that didn't happen.
Yeah.
It was after, yeah. And
After that.
Well, it was after that happened, and it was before the guy who made that up said it happened.
Right. Brilliant. Okay.
Perfectly placed.
Perfectly placed.
Yeah.
So
But who's on the throne in the 1630s?
he emits poo?
No, in the UK.
Oh, sorry.
1630s. Is
Well,
this,
it'll be Charles the
This is Stuart or James the Charles the First. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's in the build up to the Civil War.
Right.
So between 1633 and 1639, the shogunate issues these so-called seclusion decrees.
Right.
So they basically, it's like incremental ban, stopping the boats, really.
They're big. Some of the big stop of the boats.
Stop the boat. But this is what's fascinating about this is that Japan stopped the boats, and they do. And I'm not saying that we should. I'm not trying to make this political.
No, of course not.
I'm not a political person.
No.
But I'm just saying that it's like
Stop the buses.
I'm saying that part of the reason they have such a unique, distinct, alien culture that's so different to anywhere else is because
the boats were stopped.
They stopped the boats.
Yeah.
And they
It's
go
not
completely
globalised.
inwards. It's like
It was allowed to grow so independently.
Britain is a global country from the 16th century onwards.
Yeah.
Right. And so, but Japan shuts up shop, and then they're doing some pretty fruity stuff with octopuses.
Japan's a weirdo's basement, right?
That's what I mean.
No one's checking in on it.
No one's checking in.
What are you doing down there? What you been doing there? That's fucking tentacle porn, fucking young boys.
Fuck me.
Christ.
Come and see some daylight.
Yeah.
No. He's got a speech impediment.
But I guess Japan is the argument for and against
globalization.
Globalization.
Yeah.
So because they are weirdos, but there's some absolute awesome stuff.
They're weirdos.
They're weirdos, but there's some fucking sick shit that comes out of that.
1635, the Japanese abroad are forbidden to return.
That's interesting.
So expats, you can't come back. The construction of ocean-going vessels is prohibited. So only coastal shipping is allowed.
But do you know what's kicked off this really aggressive policy?
It's two things. So in 1588, when Hideyoshi had done his sword hunt, he tried to ban all weapons. But in trading with the foreigners had been trading guns with everyone. So people could still have guns because of the foreign influence. Also, we haven't really talked about this, but when the Portuguese arrived, they tried to spread Christianity. A guy called Francis Xavier.
Right, yeah. This is what Shogun has got a lot of this sort of
Christianity and Nando's and all that shit.
Yeah.
And Japanese are like, we don't like Nando's, we've got karage or whatever, sushi. And so Christianity is seen as a rival, it's a rival religion.
Yeah.
And so they crack down on Christianity quite hard at the same time.
So, okay.
Because also it's like the country's
and also they were never ended up being colonized. So it probably was the right move at this point to be that aggressive.
Yeah, but that's what I mean is that they're never colonized, but they're always taking elements of other countries and making it their own.
Because if you look at other countries in the region, if you look at like India, it's not the region, but letting
India,
fucking east
Japan,
of Oxford.
East of Oxford.
It's all India.
Reading, India, Japan. Yeah, anything east of Oxford, India. And anything west is Colombia.
The Mughals in India, they were trading partners with a lot of Western, and then it created like grassroots that you could then colonize from.
Yeah, totally.
And because Japan cut even any of that shit off, there was not a foothold to. So it was probably the smart thing to do. Can we look at the first weeb? Do you know what a weeb is?
I do know what a weeb is.
So that's like a white guy. That's my
You're a weeb,
my old flatmate. I'm a bit of a weeb for sure.
Yeah.
But a lot of British guys, especially British autistic men, go out to Japan. They absolutely love Japanese. The first real weeb. I mean, look at this 1890 weeb. That's a nice one. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at him. Let's have a. Look at that.
Look at his eyes. He looks like a weeb. That. Look at his eyes.
Original weeb. He's got a neck beard.
Yeah.
Of course he does.
Describe it.
So it's a fucking English looking bloke.
That is the composite of our average patron.
In their chosen uniform.
Throat beard, full samurai outfit.
Yeah, that is one of our patrons at a wedding.
Yeah. They've taken their purple fedora off as a mark of respect. It's black tie, is it? Oh yeah, no, I know exactly what to wear. Well, isn't this what Shogun's based on?
Based on James something. First English
English samurai.
So in Japan, Englishman William Adams, a navigator arrived in the 1600s. So around this time, after a ship, the Liefde, was wrecked in Japan, he became an influential figure in the country, gaining the patronage of that. So he became like an advisor. Let's have a look at his face.
First Western samurai.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he
is the original weeb.
Yes, I guess so.
So many people have done this since.
Is he close to Nobunaga?
Yeah,
but they
can't
kind of been because he arrived after he died.
He becomes not Nobunaga. So I
Ieyasu,
think Shogun they blend a lot of the history.
It's Ieyasu, yeah.
But they basically use him. He becomes like a member of the court, and he's just an advisor.
Yeah. As an aside, I went to the Transport Museum yesterday for my son's birthday, and it's mainly kids there.
Yeah.
But then you really notice there are guys with throat beards and fleeces on.
No kids
who are basically waiting to drive the simulators that the kids are on.
Right.
And they're just there like,
fuck's sake.
And then it's their turn, and they just push through a 2-year-old. This question is, no, I got recognised a lot.
Can I shake your hand?
Can I just shake your hand? Anyway, so suddenly there's a kind of paranoid atmosphere about anyone who's Christian or Portuguese or anything. And an Italian missionary, Giovanni Sidotti, is smuggled into Japan in 1708, interrogated, imprisoned, and eventually buried alive.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about. There's a lot of boiling alive actually at this
that's what the Mongols did. So I think it's an Asian thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I can believe that.
And that's how you make it's a hot pot.
Hot pot.
Yeah. You just chuck whatever you want in, vegetables, your enemies.
Italian bloke. So Ieyasu expels missionaries, bans Christianity outright, and then he builds a floating artificial harbour in Nagasaki.
But not like a floating brothel.
Not a floating world. No.
Okay.
The opposite of that. A floating dockyard.
Right.
Very, very real world.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
That's just outside Nagasaki. And so the only trade that is allowed anywhere is from Nagasaki.
But it's like a open. It's like Guantanamo Bay, where it's like sort of international waters.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. But they only allow.
It's like a quarantine.
Yeah, there's like a quarantine of artificial islands and I think it's just the Dutch that are allowed to still trade.
And Japanese think foreigners really are stinky, and that's prevalent today. So like a lot of my friends who went out there, if you sit next to them on public transport, they'll move because they think white people are
it's
stinky.
such a racist culture. And what I find fascinating,
but we kind of respect it for its racism.
But that's what I find fascinating is that the anti-immigration here is viewed as so knuckle dragging.
Yeah.
And yet in Japan, it's so anti-immigrant and so racist.
I think it's because it's more like that's kind of their culture has been so preserved. So you understand there's something to protect.
Yeah.
But here globalization is so entwined.
I know. It's just fascinating how like if that
But
happened,
it's funny that on the scale of racist stinkiness.
Yeah.
White people are stinky.
Yeah.
You know, we're normally looking down. We don't realise there's people looking down on us.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
some of us are in the gutter looking up at the stars.
That's why we stink.
That's why we smell. We're in the gutter. Japan looking at us going, so Christianity is outlawed because he doesn't really see it as a religion, more as a kind of subversive threat.
Right.
There's a peasant revolt that's mercilessly crushed by the shogunate.
So it's interesting that Christianity, it's already had its hooks in Japanese culture, even with
it's been there for about 100 years.
Yeah, I guess so.
This is what the Scorsese film Silence is about, which we'll be reviewing on the Patreon, which I think is an absolute abomination to cinema.
Right.
So the shogunate, there's like a coalition of disaffected Ronin and Christian peasants. They revolt. They fortify themselves at Hara Castle in Minamishabara.
Yep.
I think you've got to do the voice.
I
think you've got to do the voice.
Yeah. It means you can fly over the
Minamishabara.
Yeah. You can't be like Minamishabara.
No. The shogunate respond with 125,000 troops, including artillery support from the Dutch. And so after a prolonged speech...
what I don't understand about
this is what I mean. It's that...
So the Dutch and the Portuguese have been fighting over the East. They're the two big colonial powers in the East. Indonesia, the Spice Islands, all that sort. Those are the two big ones. Now, is that why the Dutch are giving their artillery to fight at Christian peasants? Because the Christian peasants are Catholic.
So
it's Catholic, it's sectarian.
Yeah,
Celtic Rangers sort of stuff.
Well, because in Shogun, the Englishman turns up and he fucking hates the Portuguese because he's at war with Portugal.
Right.
But that's what I mean is that the Japanese are always using foreigners on their own terms.
Yeah.
So some stuff does get through.
Yeah.
So the culture we talked about last episode is obviously the sumo and the boring theatre and the prostitutes, whatever. But when it comes to like medicine, a Dutch guy arrives. They originally find some like manuals or some scripts on a Dutch ship with like Western medicine. And obviously at this point, the Japanese are like getting people to walk on nails. They're giving people dried herbs.
Whatever. They love that shit.
But the Dutch have got Western medical knowledge. And so the Dutch doctors basically start to impress the Japanese with the kind of anatomical precision.
Because Japanese have Chinese medicine.
Exactly, which is cuckoo land.
Yeah.
It's like, give them some fucking matcha powder.
Yeah,
and
it's
wake
quirky.
Up. Yeah, it's nonsense.
Yeah.
But then they start to realise that all the Dutch people are getting ill and then surviving. And they're like, fucking hell. They're going, huh? What?
Dutch people are getting ill.
Dutch people who get ill are then surviving because the Dutch have medicine.
Right.
And the Japanese go, eh?
Right.
Huh?
Yeah.
And then they get the Dutch to do an anatomical, what's it called?
Drawing.
No.
Dissection.
And so there's a criminal.
Nice one, though.
Called Old Lady Green Tea, who is dissected publicly, and she reveals the internal organs and all this stuff that contradicts Chinese texts and sort of spurs an interest in Western medicine.
Now, I feel you could have worked that out. Why? They've been chopping each other. They've been cutting their guts open for thousands of years. How have they not worked out that what's in there?
Because the class of people that deal with dead bodies are outcasts.
Yeah.
So
because it's like prostitutes are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then tanners, butchers.
They're all they're at the bottom. So I guess all medical knowledge would have been kind of like confined.
Yeah. They're just like rambling homeless people. The people are saying, actually, the guts are like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the same thing happened with astronomy. So Copernican theory arrives in the 18th century. So this refines calendars. So there's an intellectual channel called Rangaku, which means Dutch learning.
What does intellectual channel mean?
Like it's
not a TV channel.
No, it's like a movement.
Right.
Rangaku.
Right.
Which is like Dutch. So the Dutch are kind of feeding the Japan bits of knowledge.
So it's like Japanese weebs for the Dutch.
What's a Dutch weeb?
A dweeb.
Weeb. Schweeb.
A dweeb. A dweeb.
Tories just shut their shots.
It's a good Dutch accent.
Yeah. Once a year, the Dutch East India Company representatives would trek 90 days to Edo from Nagasaki, bearing gifts, bowing before the shogun, and then departing. And in return, they retained access to trade and refueling rights.
Right.
And they were also required to submit annual reports on world affairs. So it's kind of like an intelligence service for the shogun.
Yeah. It's interesting that they're so good at this, because I feel a lot of countries,
if they shut up shop,
there's more a lot of countries see bits from other people's cultures and don't integrate it successfully. It's interesting.
But who are Japan most racist against? Who do they like least?
Chinese.
Right.
No, that's like English and French. It's probably
They-
black people.
they-
There's so few black people there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But as in like...
You didn't even consider it.
No, but I mean, well, obviously if you put a Jew in Japan, there'll be someone who's anti-Semitic.
Right.
You know, because people love
Jew
to
in
hate
Japan.
Jews. A Jew in Japan.
New
The
film.
Finn Taylor story.
Japan.
But no, the Japanese and the Chinese fucking hate each other.
Yeah.
Famously.
Yeah.
All might be going well in Japan. They've got these theatres, they've got these prostitutes. Yep. The Dutch are knocking about, cutting old.
Decent.
It's decent.
It's class.
I like this. This is all right.
Theatre and brasses.
Quality, mate. Absolute. Danny Dyer's there. Go. This is fucking quality.
You got brasses,
salt.
You got theatres. You got everything you need here. They stick raw fish on rice. It's fucking wackadoo here.
Yeah.
Anyway, the samurai have been they're now just like they're basically civil servants now.
Yeah.
They're not warring.
Yeah.
They've
been cucked.
They've been completely cucked.
Yeah.
There's a big famine.
But yeah, okay, yeah, go on.
Well, go on. What were you going to say?
Well, it's just interesting that the samurai merchants who have been at the bottom of society.
Yes.
As money becomes much more of a thing and private holdings become much more of a thing, basically, samurai are increasingly in debt to merchants.
Yes.
So from this respected kind of warrior class, now constantly having to ask money for these bottom of the bottom merchants, and so this power pyramid is sort of changing.
Yeah.
When you think about the modern Japan and the salaryman and the boom of Japanese business,
yeah,
like the merchant is now right at the top of Japanese society.
But it's a lonely Japanese businessman. I mean, there's the thing, isn't it? A Japanese businessman is like a prostitute's best friend, isn't it?
Is that a saying?
It feels like it's a saying.
That's the lyric from a song. I never
heard that.
You said that.
Japanese businessman.
Go on photo series of sleeping salarymen Tokyo.
Yeah.
Have you seen this?
Yeah.
Amazing.
This is what I mean. The Japanese businessman is like that's a sort of almost like a mimetic phrase. The Japanese businessman, isn't it?
They all dress the same.
It's a lonely guy.
So these people who'd worked so late they missed the last train.
Yeah, they just fall asleep.
It looks alright. It doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, it looks. Yeah.
If you just
it's only because they're Japanese it looks all right. Do you know what I mean? This is probably a bit racist, but Asians sleeping in public, they make it look a lot better.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think if you see a white bloke passed out like that, it does not look as fucking chill as a Japanese or Chinese bloke doing it.
No, this is.
I don't know if that's racism.
Oh, I think that's just observation. That one looks fucking sexy. It's got like that one there in the middle with his legs open.
Yeah.
He's got his hand behind his. Yeah, a Japanese businessman getting tugged off in the street.
I imagine sometimes.
It must be. Yeah, it's not quite the same. Yeah, it's
that guy. It's that
guy
one
on a fucking Southwest train. Who's
he's
just
got
fallen
a meal
asleep.
deal.
Yeah, it's not as good. But no, I mean the Japanese businessman is a kind of that's the prostitute's mark, isn't it? That's who they're after.
Yeah,
wealthy.
Well, that's
lonely,
that's their
and
bread
also,
and butter.
They're used to paying for companionship.
Yeah,
because that's just their culture.
Yeah.
So there's a big famine in 1833 caused. I guess it must be rice. So the daimyo start to become more powerful.
Right.
And the shogunate weakens because I guess the daimyo are on the ground and they're trying to help the famines.
So they got more support from the
people. And the merchant wealth starts to destabilize the class system, as you were saying. So there's a call from the Mito daimyo to, quote, revere the emperor, expel the barbarians.
Okay.
So there's already people are not liking how much foreign trade there is, I guess, even though there's foreigners.
It's the most conservative
and also,
country. And
you can't leave Japan if you're Japanese. That's another thing. You can't leave Japan.
Right.
Yeah. So
can't go on holiday.
So now we get to the middle of the 1850s.
The interesting origin story of Matthew Perry.
Who knew? I didn't know this.
Yeah, so this is Matthew Perry before he got friends.
Before he was Chandler Bing. Yeah. He turns up on a ship in Japan and he's like, "Could you be any more Japanese?" Huh?
Could you be any more Japanese? That's
Commodore Matthew Perry.
Right.
He is an American. Captain the U.S. Navy.
Yeah.
And at this point, America is, the steamships.
So what year is this? 1854?
1853, 1854. Yeah. America, it's just before the Civil War.
Right.
But basically, they think, like, Japan's just over the ocean. So, like, that's in our backyard.
Right,
we need to make terms with them.
Yeah. So this is kind of beginning of the United States and Japan's relationship.
Yeah. This is the long road to Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
How are they doing now?
To the night bomb.
Hey?
How are they doing now as a relationship?
Very good. Japan's America's cock.
Yeah, I mean,
they
it's
completely
it's in their constitution that they basically Americans.
Yeah, they folded in American military bases all over Japan. They're culturally completely tied, and basically they just completely committed to it, and it worked out pretty well for them.
So he is chosen by the US government, Matthew Perry, to open up Japan, and they want to secure coaling stations for American whaling and trade in the Pacific. They need somewhere to like refuel if they're going to be a global trading power, establish a foothold to compete with the European empires.
Yeah.
So he arrives in Edo Bay, Tokyo Bay, July 1853, with 4 ships, including 2 steam-powered, quotes, black ships. And he delivers President Fillmore's letter, which demands an opening of ports and the protection of American sailors. And Japan like freaks out. I think, is this the one where he fires fireworks off the... He fires fireworks. It's Independence Day in America.
Just to celebrate it.
So he just arrives and just immediately starts firing fireworks off the front of the ship. And so all the Japanese are looking on like, what?
Yeah.
What? Because they've never seen gunpowder like this.
A communal, like a million people.
Yeah, a million people at one go,
Yeah.
And also the display of modern steam-powered warships completely shocks everyone.
Yeah.
Because this is the thing, they realise they're like, oh yeah, we've been isolationist, we've got no foreigners, we've got them under the thumb, we've got our own culture, big fat guys are wrestling, we're eating stinky fish. Brilliant. And then someone turns up and you think, oh, we've actually missed out on 200 years of technological innovation. So they're all a bit like, fuck.
Yeah, we're vulnerable here.
We're a bit vulnerable here. Perry refuses to meet low-level officials, insists on only meeting the shogun or his representatives. And then a few days after Perry lands, Shogun Hideyoshi dies.
Right.
I don't think that's suspicious. I don't think so.
Right.
So he presents diamonds and promises to return next year. And he needs an answer. He wants the Japanese to open up.
Emotionally.
He
thinks they're too repressed.
They are too repressed. And then Perry becomes... There's something about the black ships being like... The Japanese think they're dragons or something.
Right, okay.
Because they're like breathing fire.
Sure.
And Perry becomes this kind of nightmare fuel for the Japanese because he's indicative of like another world.
Yeah.
He's depicted in Ukiyo-e Prince... Ukiyo-e.
Yeah.
The Wooden Prince. He's depicted as a Tengu-like goblin with a comically oversized feature.
What's the head?
I don't know which feature that is. Nose?
Knob?
Features.
Yeah. Because Americans are big fuckers.
They are big fat fuckers, yeah. Jowly.
Yeah.
So, in February 1854, he comes back with even more ships. He anchors again in Edo Bay. And Japanese officials now realise that they're kind of impossible to resist globalisation, which is sort of what happens to everyone, really, isn't it?
Yeah, but you have to. But also, if they didn't adapt, they would have got fucked by countries that did.
Yeah.
Like
so they realise
for their own survival,
they realise they have to kind of chat to the guy. So they enter into negotiations at Kanagawa.
Yeah.
And at this point, the shogunate is already weakening because Britain and Russia, by this point...
It's the Great Game, isn't it?
Absolutely fucking China over a barrel.
Yes.
This is their opium wars.
Yeah. But this is Britain and Russia, Great Game, Crimean War era.
Yeah.
So they're kind of two big players at the moment.
He kind of is like... the new shogun is stunned...
So I guess Russia's on the border with Japan.
Yeah.
Sort of.
The new shogun is stunned by the kind of technology that Perry has.
Yeah.
And so... Yeah, rumours circulate that his black ships breathe smoke like demons.
Yeah.
The Japanese public think they're all like supernatural.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. So the Americans present the Japanese with a miniature steam locomotive, a telegraph apparatus, small arms, 100 gallons of whiskey. That's where the Japanese fixation starts.
Interesting.
Clocks, books about the United States. The Japanese respond with bronze ornaments, silk, porcelain goblets, and a collection of seashells.
Nice.
And if you hold up a seashell from Japan, you hear. This is cultural exhibitions. The American sailors put on a minstrel show.
That's lovely. I mean, I think that would go down quite well in Japan.
They would have had no idea what's going on. Minstrel show.
I don't even know what you're making fun of, lad.
Yeah. Who are these people? But then I guess a minstrel show and then kabuki theatre. That's like yin and yang, isn't it?
Exactly.
White and black.
We need a white version of that.
We need a kabuki minstrel show.
I do love minstrels for cinema, minstrels and popcorn.
Well, that's like kabuki minstrel show. Minstrels and popcorn. That's our tour. That's our double act. A kabuki minstrel show. Wouldn't that be amazing? You're doing a minstrel song and I'm there in kabuki going,
White guys.
Two white guys. And people are just coming going, I don't
know about this.
It's so offensive. I don't really know what to be offended by. I don't know whose team to take. What on earth's going on? So in return for the minstrel show, here we go. A number of high-ranking sumo wrestlers performed feats of strength and held exhibition matches.
That's nice.
Is there a sumo computer game? Because there should be.
Sumo 24.
Yeah.
If you like, yeah. Is that the Japanese equivalent of FIFA? Pro Evolution Sumo. I'd play that.
Yeah,
I'd love to do that. Go on, get it up. Get it on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that looks fun.
What, the fat guy eating a burger? I mean, that's just brain rot.
I want proper like sumo.
That's not on PS5.
Sumo PlayStation
video game. It'd be fun, like having that. That menu where you customize your sumo. Wow.
Look at this.
Oh yeah, sick. Look at that.
Come on.
That'd be great. I'd love to play that.
Do you want to describe it for listeners?
Well, it just looks fucking sick. Let's just turn on video. It looks lush. I want to play a sumo game. Anyway. So this is what the sumos do to show their strength for Matthew Perry. They carry heavy rice sacks. One wrestler lifted a sack with his teeth. Another performed somersaults while holding a sack. Perry was largely unimpressed, writing in his diary that the wrestlers were more like stall-fed bulls than human beings. Anyway, so Perry's just there turning his nose up at these massive Japanese people slapping into each other with rice bags. So in 1854, the Convention of Kanagawa is signed. And this is one of the first unequal treaties. This is where the shogun realised they can't really resist the naval power. And so this opens up ports for American ships for the supplies and repairs. And it also means that I think if Americans commit a crime in Japan, they can't be arrested.
Really? Oh, it gets...
foreigners get special treatment, I think. And this starts the similar treaties with Britain, Russia and the Netherlands. They're held to the laws of the US, not Japan.
Interesting.
It's crazy, isn't it?
But then can you just do a trolley dash?
Yeah, I guess that's what people did. So, interestingly, although America started the opening up, it's Britain that properly muscle in because in the 1860s, obviously, there's the Civil War. So America's slightly occupied.
Yeah. So what did the Brits do?
Hey?
What did the Brits do?
I don't know.
Okay.
I've got no
idea.
idea.
I asked.
Yeah. Do you know?
No.
Well, one of us should.
Yeah.
Charlie?
No.
Not a clue. Not a clue. But the unequal treaties erode the Tokugawa legitimacy. Yeah. The concessions are seen as humiliating. In the space of a few years, you've gone from all the foreigners that have to live in Nagasaki to just all these Americans and Brits everywhere.
American tourists. Hey!
With their fanny packs and their sippy cup.
Their big gulps.
There's inflation.
I had a nightmare. I woke up and I was... I basically... Because we just moved flat. I decided to move again and buy a place, and I bought it in suburban America, and it was a huge house. And then I was moving in with my mum and my sister, and as soon as I walked in, I realised I made a huge mistake. There's like a yellow bus outside, and there was all like suburban American mums, and it was really horrible.
Sounds like my dream.
It was absolutely terrible. I was really upset, and I was like, what? I was happy with where I've just moved to. Why did I decide to buy a place in suburban like Florida, America?
With my mum and my sister.
No. So they helped me move stuff, and they were just like trying to be nice.
Right.
Like we could tell as soon as we walked in, it's like, why are you bought this place? It's like tacky and like. I just realised I really don't want to live in suburban America. Hey, I really don't.
The guy who makes Mrs. Brown's Boys, Brendan O'Carroll. He rather than buy one massive house with all his money, he bought a whole street in Florida. He owns like a whole cul-de-sac.
To what end?
Well, with all his mates, he just puts them up. He's like, "Oh, you got any room? Yeah, just come stay in one of my houses on my street." He bought a whole street. Isn't that mad?
That is mental.
Yeah.
Just that sort of America. I didn't even realise it in myself, but I think suburban America, I'd actually really struggle with.
Right.
That sort of America.
We then need to get to the Satsuma Wars. You heard about this?
No.
So I guess this is where Satsumas come from.
Right.
Is this where Satsumas come from?
Fat sumos.
Not fat sumos. Not the Fat Sumo Wars. Yeah, the Satsumas originated in Japan.
Now, is a Satsuma, there's a tangerine, there's a clementine, there's a Satsuma, there's a baby orange.
You're just naming my ex-girlfriends.
Baby orange.
Hey, no, come on. That was a mistake on my part. She said she was a full orange.
Are they all the same thing?
Sorry?
Or is Satsuma...
Yeah, I've got a type.
Yeah.
Easy peeler.
She was an easy peeler.
I fuck easy peelers, yeah. I don't know what that means. That's absolutely disgusting. Easy peelers.
She's an easy peeler.
Don't worry, love. You're not my type. You're too pithy. I only go after easy peelers. Anyway.
I mean, is it the small orange? Is that a Japanese invention, or is it just the satsuma? Is that a type of small orange? Is the clementine the same as a satsuma? Is a tangerine the same as a satsuma?
Don't know.
They're all different. Don't know. They're all different. They're all from different types of orange.
Right. So, okay, fine. So satsuma, but the invention of the small orange is not Japanese.
I don't know if it's an invention. I think it's just a type of orange that comes from satsuma in Japan.
Let's have a look.
The first ever orange.
No.
Charlie's googled the original type of orange.
No. What was the question?
What was the question? No, the question was, look, you did it in the other one, but again, you're googling like Yoda. Satsumas come from where?
Go off images.
Satsumas originated in Asia, likely China, and were developed.
So they're developed into their modern form.
Yes. So that now I'd like to know is how do you develop a small orange into a satsuma?
Right. Nurture it. I guess you just you pluck it early.
Rub it and
kiss it.
Easy peelers.
Charlie, can you stop kissing an invisible orange?
Yeah.
Right.
How do you rear an orange?
Oh, fucking hell.
How do you rear an orange?
No, not.
You must grow it. How do you evolve an orange?
It's not a Pokemon.
From a normal one
orange
to a different one.
Right.
Not different, like
Charlie.
a small one.
I'm trying. It doesn't evolve in the way that Pokemon evolve.
Even AI is the sort of fucking.
Again, I say this again. Charlie is single-handedly turning machine learning back decades.
How do you
Our last
interbreed?
defense against AI is Charlie.
How do you interbreed an orange? Is that the question, sort of?
No.
The question is.
I think we leave this.
No.
I guess you just get a bit of one seed and then put them.
No, Charlie. The question is, there is a thing called the Anglo-Satsuma Wars. That's what I'm trying to get to, and I want to know if Satsuma. The only other time I've heard that word is in reference to an orange. So I want to know: is that where Satsumas come from?
Just Satsumas come from.
That's where Satsumas come from.
Right.
Yeah, they're Japanese.
Exactly.
They come from that province. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Was that the question?
I think so.
Didn't sound like.
I think you made up several more questions in your head. So anyway, the Anglo-Satsuma War.
Yeah.
Satsuma War is in the 1860s.
Right. This is when we're being real bullies, right? This is Britain's in its bullying era.
We've never been better.
We've been giving everyone who even looked at us twice a black eye, right?
Yeah. So we're attempting to extract compensation from the Satsumas because there'd been an incident at Namamugi.
What's the Namamugi incident?
So I think a British merchant had been killed by someone in the Satsumas.
Right.
Got killed by an orange.
It was not killed by an orange. Anyway, so
which violates the rules.
treaty, the local treaties that the Brits. Anyway, the Brits then get the boats. They go up to the Satsuma harbour and they just start firing. I think
it's a classic move.
It's a classic move.
You kill one of ours, I'll level the entire.
Oh, here we go. It's on the research.
The Satsuma's like.
Yeah, the Satsumas are. What are the Satsumas doing?
Being oranges.
Yeah. So 4 British subjects are attacked while riding by Satsuma retainers for failing to dismount in deference to a procession for a daimyo.
Right.
So this is actually a very good example of the tensions.
Yeah.
There are more foreigners suddenly allowed in, and there's a daimyo who's on a procession, and he's obviously all his orange mates are like, you've got to bow, but the daimyo.
Easy Peter's like.
The easy peelers are like, and the Brits are like, that's just fucking oranges. I'm not bound for that. Anyway, the Brits bombard Kagoshima, which is a port in the Satsuma region.
Yeah.
They start firing back on foreign ships. It provokes a multinational naval retaliation by Britain, France, the Dutch, and the US.
White Guy Alliance.
Yeah. So it's sort of starting to be. It's sort of the closest Japan ever gets to the kind of colonialism that China had.
Yeah.
There's lots of incidents of foreigners being killed. Henry Huisken, a Dutch-born American interpreter for the US legation, he's stabbed to death by anti-foreign samurai in Edo.
Right.
Anyway, the final shogun, the last shogun, is named Tokugawa Yoshinobu. He attempts to do some reforms, but is unable to overcome the foreign pressure. He reluctantly resigns in 1867, nominally handing power to the emperor. And then in 1868, the imperial court declares the shogunate abolished, causing open war. And then we'll wrap up. So basically, there's then a war called the Boshin Bosh. The Bosh.
Bash.
Big John comes in.
Basho.
He just sees the Emperor. Bosh. Get a compliment. His best Boshes. I can't stop watching them. When he's got the one where he's got
real career highlights.
His career highlights of his best ever Boshes. I can't handle them. They're too good. There's one where he gets a jack of potato up, and he goes, Bash! Like he really goes for it.
This is the first white people Japan have ever seen it.
Yeah.
It's like they've never seen anything quite like this guy.
Yeah, the massive fat guy eating a jack of potato going, Bash! Anyway, the Bosch War, blah, blah, blah. It's all, this is, I mean, we're not going to, it's just too big to get into now. Yeah. I think when we do our series on Imperial Japan, we'll get into this. But
the lead up to why they went so mental.
Essentially, there is a thing called the Meiji Restoration.
Right. What is that? Is that when they...
That's the emperor, it comes back to power.
Yes.
And the Edo is renamed Tokyo.
So after this long period of the emperor being symbolic, and because the emperor, I think in like the 1200s or something, became the shogun became the powerful person in charge. The emperor became symbolic. After the emperor had been in charge for thousands of years before, or hundreds of years, and then for like 800 years, 600 years, it wasn't, and it was restored here, and that's when the emperor became like it was in World War II, not only the spiritual leader but the actual leader.
But I guess to sum up, you know, all the undercurrents of, you know, the night bomb, they start here because a culture that sees death as a sort of, you're so detached from life and death that death is an irrelevance. You can fight on. The kind of code of honor of just dying for a greater cause of loyalty beyond death. Well,
the Japanese soldier who was found in 1974 on an island, still thinking World War II was going on.
Exactly. The reason they dropped the night bomb is because Japan just will not go to bed of their own accord, because but that's all this developing in this period.
Yeah, because they view death very differently.
Yeah.
And also it's because they were shut in their basement for 300 years. And also, you know, people who like discover drink or drugs later in life, they don't get out their system at school or uni. Yeah. It's like they were really like, I don't know, really austere, and then they realise like 25, 26, or even their 30s. Basically, Japan discovers Coke in their mid-30s.
Yeah, dangerous.
And so they're just trying to get everything, all those experiences done quickly, and that's why they go fucking mad. That's why the high five of Nanking happens.
Would you say it's similar to the Vikings in terms of the kind of death, glory attitude at all? Or is it more
little bit? So the Vikings one is more like...
need to die now.
The Vikings more about glory, and
whereas this is like avoiding shame,
honor, and loyalty.
This is loyalty.
It's like the inverse,
sort of. Yeah.
Whereas the Vikings more about like, but it's about Vikings about dying in battle. It's not about suicide.
But Japan is also one of the few non-Western countries that is never colonized.
Yeah.
And so when the empire is restored, the emperor's restored, it then goes, right, well, we're going to be an imperial power because we've never been under the thumb. Yeah. So it doesn't have the same kind of independence mindset that other countries are fighting for. It's already an independent country. It's already resisted foreigners. Yeah. Foreigners are already second class to them. So they then go out.
It's an imperial power.
Yeah, it's an imperial power. But anyway, by the mid-19th century, the shogunate is completely undermined by foreign intrusion, famine, debt. And although the Sakoku shielded Japan, it left them completely unprepared for Chan Bing to arrive in a steamboat and in
a dragon.
And basically within a generation, Japan's completely transformed. It goes full Western, modernizes, and then commits some of the most heinous high fives there's ever been. I think that brings us to the end of our whistle-stop tour through feudal Japan.
Thank you for sticking with us throughout all the accents.
A lot of fun. Yeah. Good to get back to this podcast, bread and butter.
Exactly.
After too long in post-war Britain.
Yeah.
If you'd like more,
you say?
You can join the Patreon. We're for £3 a month. You can join a community of people who also can't read or write, but they do have 3D printers.
I'm on tour this November. Do check it out.
Horatia's on tour. And we will be back next week for a brand new topic.
Goodbye.
But thanks very much for listening. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.